recordings just got better. Hey, it's
Hello, everybody. That's loud on my end. How's everyone doing tonight? It's Saturday night. Oh. I'm gonna freestyle to a copyright-free rock track. No, I'm not going to freestyle. Unless you want me to freestyle, streamlabs.com/ what is my Streamlabs address? I don't know. I think it's like Robert Adams 2. Yes. Yeah. Streamlabs.com / Robert Adams 2 is a good place to, I don't know, if you want me to do anything. How's everyone doing? How's the audio doing? I see people are watching. What do y'all gotta say? Turn it up just a bit. It's a lot louder. I know it's a lot louder. Please don't freestyle. Thank you, Lego. I love the vote of confidence. Absolutely 100% not freestyling tonight. Free range is fine. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Garth. There's that address. We're gonna do something special tonight. I have a family member that is in need. If y'all would like to donate, I am putting all donates towards them. Shut up with the YouTube ads. One of these days, I might take a donation to get the that premium YouTube thing that keeps ads from playing, because this is gonna be something that's gonna keep happening on these streams. And especially after I get Cinefanatics, I want to get Cinefanatics over to this format as well. I want to get them off of StreamYard, because I'm not a big fan of the StreamYard setup. It's cool if you're just getting started, but I'm an aesthetic person. I like the way things look. I want it to look pretty. Not that I'm saying that this layout right here is absolutely amazing, but But I don't like... Can we not have words? That'd be great. I'm trying to talk. I don't need someone singing behind me. Garth, yeah, I know the using an ad blocker. The only thing I don't like about that is I just don't like it. For someone who is streaming on YouTube, I don't like ads being blocked necessarily. I'd rather just pay the money to get the premium. I don't know how much it is. But like pay the money to get the premium YouTube. That way those ads still technically get paid for, even though I'm not seeing it. I don't know. Where is, like, let me see, how much is YouTube Premium? Oh, it's $11.99 a month. Is that all you get? YouTube and YouTube Music ad-free, offline and in the background. Downloads. I mean, okay, so yeah, it really is the no ads is probably the main kicker on that. Oh, you could turn off the ad blocker. Yeah, I might look into that as well. So I might do that, like, just for the streams. Just because that would be nice. I don't pay for premium since the ads are usually pretty short. See, and that's the thing. I don't mind that in my casual YouTubing. The only times I'll be honest, the only times I really don't like ads is, like, say right now for my job, I get a 15-minute break. If I want to watch a YouTube video that is like 14 minutes and 23 seconds long, very likely it's going to have an ad or two in there that's going to push it over, and I have to stick to an extreme, like, 15 minutes. So I don't like it like that those ads are going to play and they're going to take or eat into my break time. I'm on break, I want to watch a video. I don't have time for your ads. You're wasting away my you're wasting away my break time. So yeah, so that might be something that, like, I might be okay with the ad blocker just to save time. And then of course, obviously, this when streaming, so I can have this music playing in the background and you don't hear an ad for StreamYard, which just so happens to be I'm talking about trying to get off of StreamYard. So those dirty bastards. Anyways. What is this? Well, when y'all want to wrestle up a steak, is that what this sounds like here? Well, I'll tell you what, if you don't want a good steak, I'll tell you how you cook that steak. You get yourself a good piece of meat. You get some good prime meat at least. If you want to splurge for that fancy Wagyu, go ahead, that so be it. But you get that good prime meat, you get yourself a grill. You get a good grill with that charcoal and that wood, none of that propane. I don't care what that Hank Hill says. Get some good charcoal and wood, and my brother's gonna come in here in a little minute. What the fuck are you doing? Get yourself some good charcoal and wood, and you wanna heat that up on just one side of the grill. You want a good, like, a hot section and a cold section, so you could sear that steak over in that hot section, push it over to that cold section, and just let it sit there and cook and whatever. I live in an apartment. I don't use a grill, so I had to learn how to do a steak just in a pan. My preferred method is the constantly turning it over. Couple of minutes, turn it, couple of minutes back. Anyways, yeah, like I said, donations tonight. Y'all have anything y'all want that's going to go to someone in need? So yes, please donate. This isn't like just like, hey, Robert wants to go buy a hamburger after the stream tonight, or Robert is running out of oh, I did not mean to breathe that in. That meant to be sipped. Ooh. Anyways, yes, that will definitely be something that could help someone out in need. So yes, eventually I would like to do that a lot more often. And yeah, I hate ads. I got Peacock to watch the John Wick movies. It was like $50 for a year with ads, or $100 for a year with no ads. I paid the $100, yet the one night yeah, Isn't that, they have like a thing where like you go for the $100 with no ads, but it has that like little asterisk, and if you read the fine print, like, we might show you ads if we feel like it. We'll take your money and show you ads. So, yeah, the Peacock is weird. You know what peacocks aren't weird? The one that my brother saw on his walk, that peacock was gorgeous. So, I don't know why I bring that up. I don't have like his Twitter or anything up that I can show y'all, but go see his Twitter if you want to see a picture of a peacock that is in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood is full of peacocks and gazebos. So, those of y'all who have followed anything we've done over the past couple of years or so will be familiar with at least the gazebo talk. Anyways, yeah, so I want to play some more Spider-Man tonight, so I might do that a little bit later. Oh, is that it? Yep, certain shows may contain ads, yeah. So I do want to play some more Spider-Man a little bit later. I at least need to get to a place. I feel like I'm still in that training mode, the very beginning of the game. I need to get out of that and get into more of a main story, but at least a part of it that'll allow me to stop the story and go play in the streets, go help people, do like some small side things to help me get more used to the game. I know like the older Spider-Man games that I used to play did that, so yeah, I want to be able to do that because I really would like to stick to like story play on the stream and not be sitting here like having to deal with all the story stuff like off a stream, and then I come back like a couple of days or a week later and like I'm damn near almost done with the game, and you're like, when did you beat Electro or Scorpion? Or I honestly don't know who else is in this game. So I know Kingpin's in the game because I've already fought him, but I'm pretty sure Venom's not in this game because I think he's in the sequel. I think they've been advertising the second one and he's in that. So, but yeah. So watching John Wick kick butt and then it cuts out to an ad for some Peacock show I don't care about. Hey, are you enjoying seeing Keanu Reeves being breathtaking? Well, here's another show that has nothing to do with that. What do you feel? How do you feel about this one? It's breathtaking too, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Anyways, so yeah. Also, if you have any, especially Garth, because Garth was great with this last week. If you have any other like YouTube videos, TikTok things you want me to react to, like I guess put them in the chat, or if you have access to the Discord, put them in the Discord. Message them to me somehow. Yeah. So we could possibly react to those. Any more food videos or people doing stupid stuff? Anything like that would be fun. I'd be down for anything that does that. Otherwise, I want to get started. We'll get started. Let's talk about this Mondo thing. So, what was that? Was that yesterday or the day before? I like these. So it was announced that Funko, so those of y'all who don't know, Funko does all those like weird like little pop things, like, pardon the stomach, like these. These are Funkos, little vinyl pops, very pretty. Everyone loves them. Funko has purchased Mondo. Mondo is, it's a collectibles brand of the Alamo Drafthouse. If y'all are familiar with the Alamo Drafthouse, it's a movie theater chain, started here in Austin, Texas, and then has branched out. I believe there's Alamo Drafthouses now in LA, New York, other places in Texas. There might be some, I think there's like a couple others like scattered across the country. It's more of a, it's not a huge chain. It's not like an AMC or Regal or Cinemark, but it's another big, a big movie theater chain. Yes, Garth, reacting to Gordon Ramsay, reacting to food fails. Yes, I would love to see that. Give me that leak. Give me that leek, that vegetable, that big green and white vegetable. I need leeks because I'm planning on making food later. Get me that link. But yeah, so Mondo was great. They had like a small little studio. I used to live like right next to their studio, and whenever they were open, I would go and watch their, or not watch, I would go and see like everything they had up. Usually they would have like their posters and stuff would be on display, like an art gallery. And it was cool because you could actually see them and then go ahead and order them. Or they would do things like they had their vinyl figures and stuff. Like, for instance, I do have like the vinyl figures of, recently got the Magneto, and it's a Magneto from X-Men, the animated series from the 90s. I've got Magneto, I've got Wolverine, and then I also, a couple of months ago, I got Joker from the Batman, the animated series. So I've got Joker, Batman, I've got Catwoman. The only one I was missing was Mr. Freeze. So Mr. Freeze has already come out. Problem with Mr. Freeze is he's like $700 on eBay, and I don't have $700 for eBay. So, anyways. You have words in this song. There we go. So I've gotten those figures, and I've gotten a couple of their posters over the years. I don't know, y'all can kind of see the Avengers poster here. That is a Mondo poster. It's a redecorated, redone version of the Avengers movie poster. I also have, y'all can't see it, it's off camera. I've got a Silver Surfer, a really nice Silver Surfer poster. Just nicely done, artistic, comic book style. I want to say I've got like another one somewhere. I can't remember. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, I want to say I do have another one somewhere. And, oh no, what it was, when I lived with my ex, we ordered the Inside Out character posters. So they did the posters for like anger, disgust, and so we got those. So that's what I remember. And yeah, Mondo stuff is good. They also do like record albums, kind of the same idea. They do record album soundtracks for movies, TV shows, but they do the like kind of artwork, like not the normal artwork, not the same artwork that you see on the soundtrack album that is popularly released. It's artistic on it. I like the Silver Surfer poster in Reservoir Dogs. It was in Tim Roth's apartment. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. So I love Silver Surfer. So anytime I see Silver Surfer in something, I'm like focused right on it. But yeah, it's not that one. This one's a lot more artistic, and I don't know how to show. I guess I could do. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find. Because I don't want to move the camera or anything. Oh, there it is. I found an image.
Recording.
Of course, you're going to play an ad right when I'm... So I don't know how well y'all can see. That's it. So yeah, that's the Silver Surfer poster I have over here off to the side. Yeah, I love that poster. It's gorgeous. So, anyways, yeah, so I like Mondo stuff. Mondo has very good stuff. They've nailed how to do like that pop culture art, whether it's movie, TV, stuff like that. The figures, like, I don't want to hear what satisfies you. I feel like all these songs sound exactly alike. They're much better than that lo-fi though that I had playing last week. I know a lot of people are saying like these are just like cheap plastic action figures and they're a little pricey. I love them. Mainly because if I'm streaming, you can actually see these. These are behind me, and I know like because they're behind me, the type of camera, these are a little blurry, but they're still awesome looking. They look really enhanced. Yeah, I know it was kind of small. Zoom it. Who was the... Actually, you know what? I'm willing to bet. Oh, let's see. I know how to do it on a Mac. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. That's a little bit bigger there for you. I think... Who is the artist? I think it's... I want to say it's Franco Francavilla. I think that's Franco Francavilla art. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know it's limited and it's numbered because there is actually a number written in the bottom corner. But yeah. I don't want to hear what satisfies you. Not the first time Robert has said that in his bedroom. I mean, you know me too well there, Garth. Wait, what is this? Oh, that is gorgeous. Damn it, I should not have, like, Googled Silver Surfer Mondo. Because I just saw something else that... I want it. Stop it. I'm not trying to hear ads. Yes. Alright, so we'll be looking into this ad blocker thing. Where did that go? This looks like Franco Francavilla also. I need to find out what this is. Cause this one's fucking gorgeous. With Galactus, and it's really hard to see, but there's a little Silver Surfer like on the board right in front of him. That's pretty cool. It looks like it's the same design pencil work as what I have, so I'm willing to bet this is also probably Francavilla. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't like Garth. I'm not gonna be a person that's like, yeah, drop everything I'm doing and go buy this real quick. But it is pretty awesome looking. I do like that. Anyways, yeah, that's a badass looking Galactus. Anyways, so that being said, I like Mondo's work. So Mondo is really good at have nailed that pop culture aesthetic. And so it was announced, well, let me backtrack. So about a year ago or so, the Mobius Galactus the Silver Surfer is pretty cool. I like the I think I have the comic somewhere of that. But about a year ago, for some reason, Funko bought Mondo. I didn't know Mondo was up for sale, but Funko bought them. And everything's been fine over the past year. I mean, they've kicked out these figures. They announced the big ones I'm waiting for is I have out of the X-Men one, I have the Wolverine. I've got Jubilee on pre-order, so I got the Jubilee figure coming. There is a Gambit figure from the animated series that will be coming out at some point, so I'm eagerly awaiting that because that one that's probably the best looking out of all of them so far. And I really like the Magneto. The Magneto is amazing looking. And then the Batman the Animated Series, they do have they have the Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's coming out pretty soon. Killian Ing is the artist of your Silver Surfer poster? Okay. I haven't heard of that. I could have sworn it was Francavilla. So yeah, the Harley Quinn figure's coming out pretty soon. And I eagerly want that as well because it looks fantastic. A lot of Harley Quinn figures I pass on just because a lot, especially like the older, like the 6-inch ones for like the little toys for people to play with. Just the proportions look terrible. They have to lean more into making an action figure that kids can play with more than something that would look good sitting on a shelf. And especially if you're wanting something that looks good that could sit in the background of videos, streams, and stuff like that. something that you could look at from far away and easily appreciate. So I love the look of that Harley. So I'm hoping those still come out. This is saying, this news thing that dropped is that Funko purchased Mondo, and everything's been fine so far. And then what was it? Funko bought Mondo for $14 million, which, I mean, that's pretty cheap, I would say, for as good as what Mondo was doing. I think Mondo should have been evaluated a little bit higher, but that's just me. I appreciate Mondo. But yeah, it looks like what they're saying is that so Killian Ing also did the Galactus and Silver Surfer. Okay, well that would make sense, because I was saying like the art looked very similar, very almost exactly alike. And this is good, but I hate having to look over here and see if it's going to play an ad every time the next song pops up like that. Damn it. Stop playing ad. Oh, definitely don't play an ad for that. Fuck them. I am not playing an ad for that internet cable provider. Anyways, yeah, the second I stop working for them, all I get are ads all day about them. I'm like, really? Now that I actually have to pay y'all for your service? So Funko has decided to cancel the poster end of Mondo. No longer making new posters, which sucks, because that was pretty much how they got started. Right now, the vinyl records and the toys, collectibles, all that is supposedly still safe, but who knows? That could all be up in jeopardy as well. Who knows what Funko's gonna do? Funko is taking... That would be like someone buying Funko and stopping them from making any more pops. This is Funko's bread and butter. This is what Funko is known for. Mondo was known for those posters. And just to have them canceled, it sucks, because I do keep an eye on that. Now that, especially because we've redone the Cinefanatic set, I'm always trying to look for new posters. I like the movie posters, just the general movie posters that you see. Like, obviously, it's kind of hard to see right now, but I mean, I have the very generic Shawshank Redemption poster behind me. Just the basic one. I would love something more artistic, more creative, but Mondo hasn't put one out as far as I can tell. Or I guess I really haven't tried searching to see. And I like that. I like seeing some posters. They did one the other day for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the new movie coming out pretty soon. And I was interested in it. The only problem is I wanted to get it for our videos, and it wasn't going to be here in time. In time to have it in the background for our review. I think the movie comes out in June, and the poster wasn't going to be delivered till July. And I'm like, I live in Austin. I could just walk my happy ass over to your studio and go get it. I don't need to wait. The second y'all have them, let me know. It doesn't work that way. Here's a new feature of my stream. When something doesn't go the way I would like it to go. Alright, back to where we were. That would be the rage screen. Anyways, so... I don't like the fact that they're canceling the poster, and I'm a little bit worried that they may do away with the vinyl records and the toys as well. Especially because I still have my eye on those future toys. If they were to release just the toys that haven't been released yet, give me my Jubilee that I've already paid for, and release Galactus and Harley Quinn, and if they were to stop making toys after that, I'd probably be okay. I would like to see those lines continue, although I have no idea where I'm going to put them, because I live in a tiny apartment, and these things are a foot tall, and they just take up a lot of space. That's just the Mondo ones. We're not even talking about the Hot Toys figures I have over here off to the side. So, yeah, I would like for them to continue, but if they cancel them, I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel bad if it gets canceled. So, anyways. Yes. How's everyone else doing? Oh yeah, so they laid off like all the people. Shut up. They laid off all the people from the poster division. Elijah Wood apparently tweeted out like, "This is truly horrendous news. I'm in shock. What have you done?" At Original Funko. Yeah, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna hate that, but anyways, let's see. I want to see real quick. What did you send, Garth? Let's go look at these links. Gordon Ramsay reacting to TikTok cooking videos part 2. Oh, there's part 2, so there's a part 1 also. All right. There's another part 2. Are these both the same kind of videos? Or are they like 2 separate videos of Gordon Ramsay reacting? Okay. Yeah, let's do those. Because those will be fun. Let us go, and let me see, where do I get those? Funkin Funko. Yeah, I don't need my own stream playing. Let's see. Let's go. Wait, why is that not... Okay. Oh, I don't know how well this is going to work. Let me see. Let me see if this works pretty well. I might have to turn it up here.
Seasoning with cocktail sticks. Hold on a minute. Performing acupuncture on a chicken. You're supposed to cook it, not prick it. Oh my goodness me. No. That looks dry. You've turned the chicken into a hedgehog.
Hedgehog. It's because you put holes all over it, so.
This is the steak cake. What? Steak cake? Oh no, come on. Max, not you again. Okay, seasoned, smart, nice. Seasoned with a sweat rub.
Okay, nice. Pretty good. It's meat. What's wrong with you? You're good. Okay. You're wasting a steak. Bloody hell. You're an idiot donut, or donut idiot, or...
Oh, for God's sake, man. What the hell are you doing? Making a cake out of a steak? Wedding cake?
Now, I don't know why he's putting mint leaves. You donut, that's it.
Seriously? Ice cold mash. Everyone gets a slice. A slice of
Alright. I'll pause it right on the ad for ranch seasoning. I'm not gonna lie. The idea behind that, the idea is stupid. And yes, he's right. Like, you probably got, like, cold mashed potatoes. But that actually was kind of cool. That was kind of funny. Let's watch an ad for Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. Alright. I can see that being interesting.
Just be... Sax.com says I can.
Sax.com. Absolutely.
Alright guys, I know we talked about the steak cage before,
Steak
but I'm gonna show
cage?
you how
Oh,
to
come on.
assemble it
Seriously?
now.
You keep animals in a cage? What are you doing?
So I had to season those first.
You season it first? A cage?
Got my steak.
Not the steak?
He seasoned the cage.
So you should season it first before you put it in a cage. Oh my god, it looks like my grandma's hip replacement.
What is he doing?
No, come on, how'd you color a steak in a cage? Seriously, come on, man. Stop playing Connect 4 with your bloody steak.
Connect 4 with your bloody steak.
You don't poke it first.
Wait, I wanted to see what he was gonna do with that. He just showed. I don't know. Like, is he putting it like on a rotisserie? Like, that would be the only thing I could think of. You wouldn't put a steak like in that kind of a contraption and then put it on a grill or a pan. You had to be putting it like on a spit so it rotates and turns. Which the problem with that is you're losing all those juices. And sure, if you're cooking a steak on a grill, you have it where, like, as the steak's heating up, the juices are probably like falling down the grates anyways, but I don't.
Today we're testing out Gordon Ramsay's famous scrambled
Yep,
eggs.
that's right. 65 million hits on YouTube for this incredible.
Why does this guy look like he should be like busting out to like a song from Grease like at any second? Like, this saucepan is stainless steel. It's hydromatic. It's grease lightning.
3 eggs. Then it says you need a knob of butter.
Okay, a teaspoon. Smarts. Come on, ready?
Learn the way British people talk.
Too much butter.
Place on high heat.
On and off the heat.
Stirring. Once
Don't
butter's
overstir
melted,
it. You'll
off
break
the
it
heat.
up.
Back on the heat.
Take your time.
It'll start to scramble.
Yeah,
Take it off the
don't
heat while it's
overwhip
still
it.
liquid.
You overdid it according to how Gordon Ramsay cooks his
Then
eggs.
salt and pepper.
Oh,
Before
come
all
on.
the comments come after
What are
me
you
saying
doing?
this is raw, I promise you it's not.
Gently.
Top with the scrambled eggs.
Oh,
Gordon
don't sweat
Ramsay's
it.
scrambled egg.
Come
Moment of
on.
truth.
Truthfully, you're such a knob.
You're such a knob.
You want to treat yourself? Rib cap.
Rib cap. Come on, big boy, that's my favorite cut.
We're gonna salt it.
Salt it. Jesus Christ. Looks like an episode of Narcos. Why all that salt?
What's the salt?
What are you doing?
Add pepper.
Now pepper.
You didn't need to put that much salt on it.
Side, you can pepper the plate.
Should be lightly seasoned. Left outside of the fridge for at least 20 minutes before it goes in the pan.
Tablespoon of butter.
No,
Agreed. So, like, I've seen people put that much salt on their steak if you're going to, like, dry cure it. In which case you would put it on there and then you would let it sit, like, in your fridge for a couple of days and put a nice, like, dry cure. He just wrapped it in salt. Alright, we're good. And then took the salt off. That didn't do anything. At the bare minimum for a steak, like, me, when I do steak, I will pat the steak dry. Like, I'll let it come up to room temperature, so I let it sit outside the fridge for a while, pat it dry, and then sprinkle kosher salt on it. Let it sit there for about 15 minutes. That kosher salt kind of helps draw moisture out. Kind of like what he was looking like he was going to do is dry age it. It pulls moisture out to the surface of the steak, which is good when you cook it. You get that sear, and it uses that Maillard reaction to get a really good sear on that steak. So yeah, that's what it looks like he was trying to do, but then he just scraped all the salt off, which not only are you removing potentially any liquid that was drawn out in the 5 seconds it was on there, but also he just removed the seasoning from the steak. Yeah, that's a good cut of steak too. That's what, like, Gordon's like, it's my favorite cut of steak. Yeah, you're fucking up Gordon's steak, you donut.
it's gonna burn. Oh my god, look, the butter's burnt. So you're just gonna scorch the steak.
No, he put butter. He put butter into a super hot pan, and that was it. You don't do that. Yeah, he's absolutely right. First of all, your butter's going to brown or burn. Depending on, like, what kind of butter you have, it may separate the oil and fat solids in butter, which is not good. That's and then on top of that, it's not going to be good to put the steak in. If you do that, you need oil and butter. Oil helps keep the butter from burning. Butter is what brings the flavoring to it. So
That's not searing, rib cap. No, turn it over. That's called a scorch, you donut.
you donut.
Not a sear.
I mean, that
When you pick it up with the tongs. garlic, bay leaf, rosemary.
That could be a sear, just the color is bad.
What a donut.
He didn't show, like, I wanted to see him cut into that. I wanted to see, like, how the inside of that looked. This one has no sound. So he took a French loaf. Like, wait, back up.
What a donut.
There's no sound in this next one, so. So it takes like what looks like a French baguette and hollows it out. Flattens the inside, so we've got what looks like baked beans or pork and beans. Yeah, show the food. Grating some cheese over it. Then we cut strips. Was that strips of tortilla? Was that tortilla or ham? I can't tell. So, here's an important thing. If you're going to make videos, color grading. Color grade. So, the reason what color grading is what makes those videos pop. It makes it so when you're looking at a video, specifically a food here, this food, I guarantee, looks much different in real life. If you were standing on in front of whatever this is, it would look more vibrant. It would look more decent. The camera and the lights and everything, they reduce that. So like here, like right now, all these lights and colors and everything look completely different in my actual room than they do on the stream. Like I see the picture of me in the stream. These look completely different. And because they are not color grading, which is on TikTok, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how TikTok works, if you can edit a video. I guess you can. You edit the video and then upload it to TikTok. So what we have is a failure to communicate. What we have is a bunch of people that are like, I want to make a video and upload it to TikTok and be TikTok popular. And they don't know anything about video editing. Like color grading is the very first thing you do. When I edit, like, what was it? I did the review for John Wick 4 last night. Right after we filmed it and I put the video into my editor, the very first thing I did to it was color grade it. Color grade the entire video so that whole video has the same look and feel and color temperature throughout the entire video. There's no color grading on this. Now, Gordon's portion of this video looks pretty decent. Like his skin tone looks natural. The green, the blue in the sky looks natural. The green of the trees. Actually, the major thing I'll point out is the white of the label of the ocean spray juice he's drinking. Because of how white that is, although it has a hint of blue, so this may be color graded cooler, but yeah, that looks normal. That looks how you would expect it to look. The other side, though, looks dull, boring, drab, nothing pops. So. And then HP sauce. Oh, that's it? That's all there was?
Chef Ramsay, you can't cook for nothing.
All right, big boy, I can't cook for nothing. Show me what you got.
You gotta first make a bunch.
A guy on TikTok tells a professional chef who owns 5 Michelin stars he can't cook. Well, all right then.
Chip holes.
Make 2 bigger holes, you'll dry the lamb out, you donut.
This boy.
Whole cloves of garlic, really?
Better learn something.
Are you serious?
Olive oil.
That
You
doesn't
put olive oil
do
on
anything.
lamb? It's a leg of lamb, it's got enough fat on it.
Pepper.
Oh, come on, really?
Put some garlic.
At least put the seasoning in. More garlic?
Onions though.
Onions, well, you haven't even peeled them. Hey, psst, FYI, your foil's upside down, you donut. All you need, bro.
So, I don't know anything about cooking lamb, but
What's that? Garlic stuff with lamb?
it's dry.
I wouldn't trust you running my bath. Seriously?
Yeah, that I will tell that. Yeah, it's like,
Ribeye, my favorite. Hold on a minute. There's so much fat on a ribeye steak. Why put that much on there?
why butter?
No, you pillock. Really? You can't cook it like that.
Yeah, Gordon does kind of look like David Lynch here.
Turning decades of information into a
That was stupid. That was a complete waste of butter. Especially because he put what looked like it had to be about a quarter inch of butter on that side of the steak and then puts the steak down. So he's got a ripping hot pan, hopefully. He puts that much butter face down into the pan, so immediately kills any heat that that pan has. And then it melts all that butter. By the time that steak is actually making contact with the pan and the pan is back up to heat, all that butter is burned off and is wasted. Okay. All right. Now this one I'm curious that if y'all aren't familiar, have y'all heard of Good Mythical Morning? Rhett and Link. I love their shows. I actually do begin every day watching them. They are my Good Mythical Morning easily. I get up out of bed, I sit right here before I work, I make myself a breakfast, and I watch Good Mythical Morning while eating breakfast before I have to start work. This guy here on the right is Josh Shear. I have met him in real life at VidCon. Totally awesome dude. I love this guy. This guy's great. He makes good food. Like I've actually like followed a couple of his recipes in real life. He makes really good stuff. He knows what he's doing. There is like a weird rivalry on his channel. His channel is Mythical Kitchen. Anytime you watch Rhett and Link do any kind of like food taste testing, it's the Mythical Kitchen people, Josh and all the other people that work in the kitchen, making that food that Rhett and Link eat. So Josh and Gordon Ramsay do have a bit of a rivalry, and this might be like one of the first times that this has popped up. But yeah, Josh has called out Gordon Ramsay on a bunch of things before, so it's a lot of fun watching these two go back and forth.
Ready? Pizza? No. Ready? Last night's pizza. Cut into strips. What next? Flour on flour. Oh, ready? Egg wash. More bread on bread. Flour on flour. Deep fried? Oh, come on, you're kidding me.
I would normally be criticizing people on their food. Like, most everyone who we've seen so far, I don't know who they are. Josh is doing this just to fuck with Gordon Ramsay. I guarantee it.
No, drain them. Drain. A mouthful of grease. Oven. What are you doing? Oh, come on. Leave animal style to in and out.
That's what you want?
No. What? What? Never speak with your mouth full. Now spray that again.
And Gordon knows this. Gordon is completely playing into what Josh is doing. That is great. There's no way Gordon was actually serious. I'll be honest. The pizza strip finger thing, that actually looked kind of good. I wouldn't mind doing that. And I'm not a huge fan of American cheese, but that looked pretty good. Animal style.
Oh no, man.
Oh, not again.
Halloween steak cake. Beautiful protein. What are you doing with the wings?
What?
The bats. Man, you've gone bat crazy. Seriously? Okay.
Surprised he didn't say
What
batshit
are you
crazy.
doing? Have you got carried away? Nice steer on the steak there, by the way. Sweet potato. Okay, what next? No.
Oh, he burned the steak.
You are not freaking serious. You're starting to make your cake. Are you serious? Mummy. Daddy. Dude, you've got issues. Look at that. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Truly wanted, truly overcooked. Look at it, the meat's grey. Oh, Lord.
So the meat wasn't gray. Like, even like that guy looked like he did like a little bit of color correction to make it look good. The meat didn't actually look that bad on the inside. Again, this is completely playing into the fact that these people are just fucking with Gordon at some point. Like, no, that's something that you do just for fun. Making a cake out of steak. No one actually is going to do that for like their family. No one prepares dinner for their family like that. Or if you do,
Oh dear. No, Cheetos.
No
burger,
judgment
stop
here.
it. How to ruin a burger, you donut. No, stop it. What's next?
so we're making a Cheetos like Juicy Lucy.
Me? Honestly, if that's the burger, I'm turning vegan.
Yeah, Well, way too well done. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, like, his meat still mooing. Okay. I thought it looked fine, but I'm a medium rare type of person. I used to be like someone that was like, I only eat my meat rare. No, I got off my high horse and like, I kind of like it where there's a little less chew to it. I don't like eating like steak bubblegum. Is this a Taco Bell hamburger? So it looked like it was a variation of a Juicy Lucy, which I can't remember exactly where those come from. I want to say it was probably somewhere around Wisconsin. No, he'll yell at people for it being too raw too. Yeah, well, whatever. Gordon doesn't have like I will honestly say Gordon Ramsay, being a professional chef with 5 Michelin stars, he probably very much likes a good medium rare as well. That's probably his sweet spot, which in case if you're ever cooking a steak, that's around like 130 degrees. So yeah, when you cook a steak like that, like for me, again, I cook a steak in a pan and I just constantly flip it over and over and over again, just building up that sear while it cooks the inside because I'm flipping it. So cooking this side, and before this bottom side burns, I flip it. So now this side starts cooking. As both sides are cooking, it is slowly penetrating the heat through the steak. And if you get like an inch and a half steak, you keep constantly flipping it every couple of minutes, you should be good. But yeah, I'll cook it to like 125 or so, pull the steak off the heat, put it on a plate, cover it with foil, like tint it, and let it sit there for about 10 minutes, and it just will coast up to from 125 up to 130. Look, I'm doing the stupid hand gestures like I'm Gordon fucking Ramsay over here, because that's how he does hand gestures. I've watched way too much Kitchen Nightmares and reverse sear. Reverse sear is good too. I like reverse sear, especially if you add a sous vide to it. I do like sous vide. I think sous vide is probably the perfect way to cook a steak. I just don't have time for that. Sous vide cooks very low, very slow, and I don't have like an hour and a half for a sous vide bath to achieve like 125 degrees, pull it out, and then quickly sear it. Plus, maybe it's just me personally, when you pull the steak out of a sous vide bag, it's very like nasty and gray looking. And I don't like necessarily seeing my meat look like that before I eat it. It's not very appetizing, and like I know I'm gonna throw it on a sear and turn it a whole bunch of times to get like a good sear around all edges, which will make it look better, but still, it's not very appetizing to look at. Well, that was a short one.
Mega roll. Look at the size of that thing.
Was this a baguette?
14 slices of bacon.
Stop it.
Right
14 slices of bacon in one
Someone call a cardiologist.
roll.
Crack your cheese.
Cheddar cheese.
Nice and thick.
No, grate the cheese. Why slices of thick? Are you going to toast that?
Yeah,
Under the grill? Get it nice and
grate it.
nice? Oh,
No. No.
putting cheddar cheese in a frying pan.
That's gonna get oily.
Add the bacon and cheese.
That's gonna get nasty oily.
Bacon and cheese to a flipping frying pan, you donut. Oh my god.
Is he trying to make like a bacon cheesesteak?
One cheese block.
Oh no, stop it.
Heaven sound.
Stop it, heaven. Young man, you're going to hell. It's all in your beard, you donut.
You donuts.
Dude. Share it. Really?
I don't mean to be dark and morbid, but that guy's probably already dead. Just the amount of all that bacon. I love bacon, don't get me wrong. But yeah, he doesn't even eat it right. Yeah, he just picked up the sandwich and just took a bite out of the middle. Again, these are people that I feel like they're doing this on purpose just to fuck with Gordon. Hoping that Gordon sees us.
First of all,
Oh.
happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Let's hope that this French Muppet produces a beautiful roast turkey.
We're doing a beer can turkey.
No, stop it. You don't put Guinness on a turkey, you
No,
nuts.
you don't. You put like an
Smash
ale,
them up. No.
not Guinness.
What, you gonna marinate that in? A Guinness brine? No, it won't take the weight. Oh, stop it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Fail, fail, fail.
No.
Okay.
Finally.
Fine with the chicken with beer, but not Guinness. It's too bitter. Why is that? Is that your stuffing? No. Right. Hopefully you've coloured it properly. You're wiping your brow. You're not even sweating.
He didn't cover it at all.
My goodness me. Are your eyebrows plucked? Oh.
Look
Is that
how
turkey? That looks dry.
that's dry as hell. Look how dark that is. That turkey breast is drier than the Sahara Desert. Like, yeah. I'm trying to like quickly like use my improv brain and like that's drier than someone's vagina or something. I can't do it. I'm not that good. I wanted to make that joke and I'm sorry guys. I apologize to my audience. I appreciate every single one of y'all being here. And I just can't make that joke. I don't know how to put the pieces together that fast. And also, I don't want to insult anyone. I don't want to be like, this is drier than so-and-so's vagina. Yeah, I don't want to... You know what? I'll make this a choose-your-own-adventure. Do you know someone who probably has a dry vagina? Then that's what this turkey is. God.
Right. Sure. That's drier than the Sahara Desert.
Give me my Michelin star. Where's my Michelin star? I made the same fucking comment. Last time I saw that dry was Gordon's wife. That's terrible.
Really?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and mute the song that everyone is aware of. Shop on Vroom. The hell is Vroom?
Okay, DIY.
Oh no!
What about some salt? No.
I've seen this before. Cooking using hotel appliances.
Salt.
Yeah.
Be honest.
So, yes. You can cook with an iron. 100% completely. You can cook with an iron. I don't recommend it. Especially if you're cooking with the iron that's in a hotel. You don't know where else that iron has been. Hopefully it's ironed someone's clothes, but I mean, you don't know if the last person who used that iron was a weirdo who feels the random need to steam press his underwear before he went out for a night on the town. And who knows what he's getting into, so whatever. And I'm almost certain that the housekeeping that comes by to clean your hotel room after you're done in it probably isn't like sterilizing the iron in the thought like, hey, you plug the iron in, it gets hot enough to kill off whatever. I don't care if it kills off 99.99999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999. point whatever 99 things. Yes, it will probably kill off some germs. Just saying. But yeah, I don't recommend ever doing this. Don't cook food in with hotel appliances.
That looks like some decent food. Certainly some of the best food I've seen in any hotel.
Spicy food and plain food. Oh, is that like Gordon and one of his daughters? Okay. This is just them having fun. I like this because every time I see Gordon Ramsay, it's always just him talking about his food. Or talking about food. I got 99.9999999 things, but a germ ain't one. Good one. That's good. How to cook... Oh, no! I've seen this. How to cook a steak in a toaster oven. Gordon's gonna lose his mind.
What are you doing? Toasters for bread, and right now if I had 2 slices, I'd stick them on your
No! No! Your steak does not come out looking like that. I have seen what happens when you put steak in a toaster like that. It does not come out looking like that. That is what happens when you put steak in a toaster. It pops up. You push it back down. It pops up. You push it back down. It pops up, and you push it back down again. And the outer edge of that steak is going to be nasty dry.
And now you're gonna cover it in sauce. Really?
I mean, that's really the only way to eat that steak. I mean, you have to cover it in sauce. A1, Heinz 57, BP, or BP, what is it? Garth, help me out here. What's that sauce? It's not BP, that's an oil company. They showed it earlier and I completely forgot it.
A filet mignon tree. Really? Come on, Max.
That's not a filet mignon. You're trying to make a beef Wellington. You're going to make a beef Wellington and let Gordon Ramsay judge you on it? Good luck, sir. Oh, what is that stupid sauce? It's not BP. British steak sauce. HP. There it is. HP sauce.
Don't suck your meat like that, please. Really? Use a bounty to dry it.
Use a bounty to dry it.
Bacon branch weave. The only weave you need is on your granddad's head. Come on, seriously? What are you doing? Max, really?
I can't tell exactly what he's doing. I think Gordon's just saying words at this point, because I can't tell what this guy's actually doing.
Clean hands, clean food. A Wellington tree. What has happened in 2020?
Okay, now I get.
Oh no. No, come on. A gold star. That's what you get for being a teacher's pet. Kaylin, can you help me out, please?
Kaylin.
Seriously? Kaylin! What's happened to Max?
Okay. Real quick. Gordon Ramsay is trying to, like, have some fun with this. That's not a bad cook on that Wellington. I have made beef Wellington because of Gordon Ramsay. I have, in a crappy apartment with a crappy, like, apartment range, stove, oven, whatever you want to call it. I have made a beef Wellington. They're not easy to make. Luckily I paused it in the perfect frame. The number one thing with beef Wellington that I've ever had, I mean, other than nailing the cook on their tenderloin, which the cook on the tenderloin here, okay, I will give leeway for that color correction done because, like, his skin on his fingers, the blue on the shirt, seem kind of desaturated, so therefore I would believe that the color on that meat is also desaturated, and I do see a little pink on that meat. I'm gonna lean on the side that the meat was cooked right. The main thing I point out, the biggest issue, is when you cook Wellington, the stuff that's around the meat, the mushroom duxelle, if you don't make that duxelle properly, there's a lot of moisture that's left in there. Y'all know mushrooms have a lot of moisture built into them, and when you cook anything with moisture, that moisture evaporates, it steams out of there. When you wrap mushrooms in a puff pastry like a Wellington, that steam is still leaving. You didn't chop the mushrooms, you didn't drain them properly. That steam is going to steam out, and it's going to cause a gap between the duxelle and the interior edge of that puff pastry. That looks perfect. That is like spot on, a perfect layer of duxelle around the tenderloin and the puff pastry. And I'm actually kind of surprised that Gordon Ramsay's not calling that out. He got that down perfectly.
Okay, a pre-workout meal. Hold on a minute. 5 omelets, a slice of bread, and a banana and a 6 egg with no yolk. Dude, seriously, I wouldn't trust you with a Rubik's Cube.
I mean,
That'd be a pre-workout. Dude!
that's a good pre-workout. It's not tasty, but it's a good pre-workout. That's a lot of good protein and stuff there. All right, so that one's interesting. Let's do one more. Let's do one more, and then we'll jump into some Spider-Man. What is this one?
Why did you season your steak with craft?
What the hell are you doing? No, you see, your steak with salt and pepper.
Is this Guga?
Look at the colour of that thing.
He's reacting to Guga. Okay.
He just screwed a delicious New York strip for that compound butter.
Okay, yeah. If y'all follow any kind of like cooking YouTube channel, there is one guy that has like 5 different cooking channels, and I don't know why. I haven't bothered doing the legwork to dive into why he needs 5 different cooking YouTube channels to get his cooking characteristics and points across. But he goes by the name of Guga. That's not his real name, but it's just the character name. This guy knows how to cook. I'll give him credit. He definitely knows how to cook. But he does a lot of things kind of like what we were showing there. He'll figure out different ways to dry age meat. Dry age a steak before cooking it. This one, apparently, he's trying to dry age a steak in the cheese powder that comes with mac and cheese. He's just covering the entire steak in that. And again, when you dry age something, you're covering it in something that hopefully is going to pull out moisture. When you pull the moisture out of a steak before you cook it, you are deepening that beefy flavor. You're really nailing like how well that beef is going to taste. And yeah, so he's intentionally pulling out that moisture to make a good beefy flavor. But at the same time, the idea is if you're going to dry rub it in something, or yeah, you're going to do this, hopefully whatever you're coating on it is going to impart some flavor. Like Homeboy on the previous video was wanting to wrap his steak completely encased in salt, but then it looked like he left it there for like 5 minutes. Had he left it encased in that salt overnight, that salt could have imparted a little bit more flavor into the meat. So the meat would have been a lot more flavorful because salt is definitely going to pull out the moisture out of that meat. Therefore also giving you a better sear, but then you also have the salt that would penetrate the inside of the meat. And in which case, when he completely wipes all the salt off, that's perfectly fine. That meat is good and salty because it sat in that salt overnight. So here, Guga is coating his steak in that fake powdered cheese that comes in Kraft macaroni and cheese. I don't think I've watched this one just because I'm not a fan of like Kraft macaroni and cheese, so I really kind of don't care how a steak would taste. But I have watched Guga's videos before, and he does some amazing things with very expensive pieces of meat.
As well. Dude, you need to be locked up in a compound.
So he's gonna make compound butter out of that cheese also.
Basic now?
Yep.
Plastic steak? Where's that one going? Yes. Oh, look at that. That's like my granddad's slipper.
All of them sous vide, which is
Sous vide. Oh, for God's sake. Next.
And the funny thing is Gordon knows what he's doing. Gordon completely is able to follow all the steps of this. Again, Gordon is playing for the camera. 100%.
Oh no, stop it.
slice it up and take a look.
Look at that. So, yes, Guga is someone, when I was talking about color correcting, Guga knows how to color correct. How many, like, I was going to say, how many subscribers does he have? He has a lot. But again, he has like 5 different YouTube videos, so, or YouTube channels. He has a lot of subscribers. He has proven in his videos that he knows what he's talking about when it comes to cooking. That steak, I mean, granted the whole powdered cheese thing, ignore the powdered cheese. The shots, the way he's layered that, the lighting, he has the lighting properly to get that sheen, to get that glisten off of those juices, the way that steak, he knows what he's doing as far as cooking a steak and as far as filming a steak. He knows what he's doing, and Gordon understands that. Gordon, I guarantee, is looking at this, and realistically, Gordon's like, it's a good-looking steak. Man knows what he's doing. But Gordon's going to play to the camera, so. You ruined it! That's Guga. Yeah.
Amazing. My left bollock. Really? What? Are you constipated?
Yeah, so that's what Guga does, is he tries these experiments, like in that case, like doing the dry brining, I guess, of a steak, and then he'll cook a regular steak, and then he'll put it for like his friends, his family members, people who help him make the video, and they do a taste test on camera. That's how he typically does his.
Oh, Michael. Mum's food
Is that Michael Bublé?
Guess what? Too bad you haven't met her yet. What the hell is that? The size of that thing. Hold on a minute. No,
Wait.
not that bacon. No, stop it. Come on. Looks like a freaking chessboard. Come on. No, stop. Look at all that butter. What are you trying to do? Kill me? No. Is that peanut butter?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yes.
Guys, I understand I am live on the internet right now. That as of what YouTube is telling me, there's at least 4 people watching me right now. 3 if you count the fact that I've clicked on my own video, so there's 3 people watching me outside outside of myself. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to admit something. Did y'all see this? Look at that burger. That peanut butter and jelly swirl. The burger encased in a bacon weave. Granted, there's American cheese on there. It actually looks like it could be like a slice of cheddar. Which slice of cheddar, not bad. A nice toasted sesame seed bun. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd eat the fuck out that. That thing looks so good. God, that looks so good. I don't know what Gordon's talking about. That looks phenomenal. As long as the meat is still properly cooked, which is going to be hard because you have to cook that bacon without overcooking or undercooking the meat that's encased in that weave. As long as the meat is still good, and hopefully we get a cross section. I want to see a good cross section on this, and we can see how well that meat is. If that meat is a good temperature cook, this would be a phenomenal burger. It's messy as hell because he's got that thick, like, peanut butter and jelly on both the top and the bottom, but I'd eat the mess out that burger. Oh, we don't get to see shit! What the fuck? Damn it, Gordon. Y'all ever watch a porn and you don't get the money shot and you feel bad? That's what that was. God damn, give us the money shot, Gordon. I want the money shot. I need to see the face. No, whatever. Anyways, okay, so here we are. Again, Gordon is reacting to Josh from Mythical Kitchen, who seems to be combining Pepsi and milk for some weird-ass reason.
Oh no, Josh, come on, kid, what you playing? You told me last time you were gonna get serious. No, come on. No, stop it. Pepsi cheese. Oh, what has happened to you? No, come on. Come on.
I was gonna say, you have milk in there with Pepsi, and then you added vinegar. So you're gonna coagulate your milk, which is what made the curds that he was talking about. I love milk and Pepsi. Learn from Laverne and Shirley. It tastes like chocolate shake. I feel like I remember watching this Mythical Kitchen episode where he was making it. I think Josh actually did reference Laverne and Shirley for that reason. So.
Good turds, exactly that, kid. It does look like a cat's turd. Look at that.
He's gonna salt the curds.
Oh, it's gonna taste disgusting. It's not good for you, kid. Oh, look at the state of that. It looks like cat food.
So he made cheese.
No!
It's cheese.
No.
I don't know why Gordon's freaking out. Gordon knows how to make cheese. That's what Josh did. He made cheese. It's a weird cheese. I probably have no intention of ever wanting to eat it, but it's cheese nonetheless.
Ready? How do they work? Okay, butter in a pan. Kid, don't
What?
treat me like that. Treat me with respect.
You're
How much butter are you putting in there, kid?
You're frying it.
Steak and butter. Where are they going? In the microwave? No, not Magic Mike. No. Are you okay? Are you angry? Yeah, look at that face. Now what? No. Looks like my granddad's flip-flop. No. It's wrong.
It looks like Granddad's flip-flop. It's the chancla.
Oh. Where's this going? No, come on. Okay, Doritos flakes. What's that? No. Cream?
Milk?
Doritos? No, kid, stop it. Honestly.
Doritos and milk?
Now what are you doing? No. That does not look good. I've got a bad feeling about this. Pass it through the sieve. Yeah, throw away the whole thing. No!
Ice cream? He's making like Cool Ranch Doritos ice cream. No. Ugh. Drugs are bad, I'm going. Kids, you shouldn't do drugs, okay? Drugs are bad. Okay.
Ice cream! No! Look at it! It looks like Dorito diarrhea! Kid's gonna run out!
I'm not gonna lie. I would try it. 2 out of 10 would try. But I don't bet that's good. POV, if you can't tell if you're hangry, ancient Gordon Ramsay of a dog wants you to cook his meal faster or cook him something. What? Where'd you learn English?
Speed up, kid, come on. It's only the dog's dinner, and trust me, I've had so many. Oh boy. Oh no.
The crust is the best part.
What is that? Breadcrumbs, okay. Where we go with that?
That's not breadcrumbs, it's not toasted enough.
Foot loose. Looks like a rolling pin loose.
Was that kimchi?
Stop it. No, oh my good God. That looks a little bit phallic. 50 Shades of Hot Dog. Oh, now it's gone really dirty. squeeze it. No, don't squeeze it. Kid, it's rude.
Alright, hold on. That one went by way too fast for me to have any kind of reaction. Guys, I have really bad ADHD, so
So many.
let's break this one down. So he's taking the bread, he's cutting off the crust.
Oh no.
Goran says that he's making breadcrumbs. Okay, so breadcrumbs, first of all, you have to have dry toast or dry bread. If you don't have dry bread, then toast it and then use that to... You want breadcrumbs cheap? Just take a loaf of bread and leave it out in the open overnight.
What's with the gloves? It's only bread. What is that? Breadcrumbs, okay.
So had those actually been dried out overnight, they probably would be a lot better, given the application that they're about to be used for.
With this. Well, actually, come on.
Flattening out the bread. So there was cheese. That's the weird thing, is like, I know cheese would go well with a hot dog. Cheese doesn't mix well with kimchi. Kimchi is in this case, obviously, a very spicy pickled cabbage. Kimchi is great. If you've never had kimchi, it's really good. Kimchi would be kind of like, typically it's used as like a side thing. Kind of like if you ever come here to Texas, specifically if you ever come to visit us here in Austin, and we go get barbecue, you get that smoked barbecue brisket and there's side accoutrement that you add to it, namely pickles and typically onion. You add onion and pickles and barbecue sauce to that brisket, and it's a much better flavor. Brisket, I will 100% say, if you want a good quality brisket, it will stand on its own. You don't have to add anything to it. 100%, I completely agree. Kind of like a good steak, you don't add anything to it. But I do like a good smoked brisket. Add a good barbecue sauce, pickles, and onions onto it, and it's so much better. Kimchi with cheese is just a little weird. That's a little strange. That's the weirdest part of this whole video.
So you're rolling pin loose. What is it? No.
So hot dog, okay, yeah, but hot dog and bread with cheese would make sense. The kimchi is completely out of left field.
Stop it. No. Oh my god.
Did he cover it? So he covered it in egg. So you've also got the egg component of it, and now he's sprinkling the not actual breadcrumbs, not dried out pieces of bread crust. He's putting that over it, so.
Good God. That looks a little bit phallic. 50 Shades of Hot Dog. Oh, now it's gone really dirty. Don't squeeze it. No, don't squeeze it.
I would try it. I bet it's not bad.
Oh no, not the burst at all. Toast the bun, toast the bun.
Oh, once again, prime example, color correcting. Color correcting, color correcting, color correcting. That burger looks terrible. That is nasty looking.
Soggy bread. That is a bit overcooked.
It does.
Pickle, wait, stop there. Stop there, stop.
What the fuck?
What the hell? Stop! Are you pickled? No, kid, you'll get ulcers. Stop it.
You're not going to get ulcers. You're going to be sitting on the toilet for 3-4 hours. Trust me, I know.
Okay, let's go. Shepherd's pie. You got the recipe. Do it justice. Okay,
This is going to be shepherd's pie.
great knife skills. Really good knife skills.
Fantastic knife skills. I love to cook, and I'm nowhere near those knife skills.
Good. Deglaze the pan. Garlic. Ooh. You are following this to a
This is a beautiful video so far.
less expensive wine.
Yeah.
Really? My mum would kill me. That looks good though. Okay. Very nice.
Nothing wrong here.
Cut evenly. Beautiful. 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 Look how fluffy they are. This kid's good. Nice. 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 Don't forget the egg. Don't forget it. There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Wow. That has to be the poshest shepherd's pie anywhere. Oh, that is beautiful. That is forking gorgeous. I said forking because look at it. Sumptuous.
That was perfect. That was the perfect shepherd's pie. 11 out of 10 would eat easily. Easily.
Nice dough. Make it nice and thin, Chris. Okay, good. Mozzarella. Good. No, not pineapple. How about pineapple? Hold on, wait a minute. I recognise that other. No!
How do you do this shit? I don't know how you do this. Wait, what? That's not what... No. That's not what I want to do. The fuck, people. There we go. Give me a second, y'all. YouTube already knows what I'm doing. Pineapple on pizza. There's a poll in the chat. Yes or no? I want to see. I don't have a time limit on this. I'm just going to let this poll just ride out. But yeah, pineapple on pizza. Yes or no? All right, let's go back. I want to see how this started. Why? So cubed mozzarella. So he's putting shredded mozzarella and cubed mozzarella, bacon. This looks like pulled pork. That's already cooked, so that's gonna go dry.
No, not pineapple. How about pineapple? Hold on, wait a minute. I recognise that other. No, it's my restaurant. No.
Did he say it's my restaurant? Someone in his restaurant is cooking this? Oh, y'all are like, no. 4 votes on that. How many people are watching? I don't necessarily need to keep this poll open if only 5 people are watching. Okay, so 4 votes, and I'm one of the 5 people watching. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll right there. Because that's... So, okay, so y'all are saying no. I am a fan of pineapple on pizza. Okay, so yeah, the one vote. So 4 votes. The one vote that was voting for pineapple on pizza was Garth. Garth, you're my brother. The rest of y'all are okay. I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate at all. Pineapple on pizza is good though. Just saying. Maybe you just haven't had the pineapple on pizza cooked the right way, but.
Daniel, no, kid, come on, every pancake needs a pan. Come on.
Wait, he was trying to dribble. Oh my god. He was trying to dribble pancake batter just straight onto the burner. And I get it. I get it. You're thinking this is the fucking Waffle House that has a flat top griddle that you could just pour pancake batter and quickly flip them flapjacks. You can't do that. Like, this is either, I can't tell if it's an actual just electric burner or if it's an induction burner. Which, if it's an, I'm pretty sure it's not induction, actually. If it's an induction burner, that ain't gonna work at all. But if that's an electric burner, if y'all haven't seen, you get an electric cooktop. You typically will have like a glass surface. If you get a nice one, there are still like the cheap ones. If you live in a cheap like apartment where they furnish the appliances, you'll get that oh, I hate them. I absolutely hate this. That stupid old ones that have that coil that stick out, and then you have the grate that sits over the coils, and then you put the pot on the grate. I can't stand those. But if you get a nice one, you still have that those coils, the burner coils, but then you have a sheet of glass that sits over it. And then you put the pan just on the glass. That's what it looks like he has here. And Numbnuts over here apparently feels like that's a griddle that you could just pour the batter on. No.
Box! Oh, Grandma, is that toilet roll? Oh, it's a piping bag. Let me get you a new piping bag for Christmas, Grandma.
No, that was a badass looking piping bag. The hell are you judging?
Oh, stop it. Did you just say a giant pork lollipop. Come on, Corey. Big boys like you don't eat lollipops. Really? What the hell are you doing?
So that's that's a gigantic pork belly that he's cutting in a fun way. Pork belly is basically what is the beginning of bacon or lardons.
No! You're not gonna roll that now. Oh, you are. You are as well.
He's not even taking the skin off. Like, there's skin still on there. There is pork skin on this, in this roll. If y'all are not familiar, if you've ever had chicharrones, that's pork skin. It crisps up when you cook it because of the amount of fat that is built into pork, into a pig's skin. Into a pork's skin, there's the amount of fat. Oof.
Kid, too much sunshine down under. No, there's a lollipop stick. OMFG. No. Where next? Where next? Oh,
That's
for
too
goodness
much.
sake.
And he's gonna salt it.
I want a Barbie. Oh, come on. Young man, what's happened to you? You do not need to eat that. No, you'll kill yourself.
Yeah.
You're too old for lollipop.
Yeah, guaranteed again. 10 out of 10 would eat and then immediately call a cardiologist and be like, yeah, I'm gonna need to reserve a room. I bet that's good though. Like, theoretically, culinary wise, that would work as food, but you would not want to take more than like a couple of bites of that.
Let's get our chicken in the pumpkin.
Why?
Chicken in a pumpkin, no. Kid, there's a Halloween pumpkin. What are you doing?
The f-
No, stop. Where did you learn this from? Okay, you got some thyme, up the jacksie, half an onion,
Now let's make our dry rub.
dry rub. You're gonna need more than dry rub to make that chicken taste
Massage
beautiful.
it into the chicken nicely.
Oh
This is
my
what's
lord.
gonna give it
Is that
all.
a pair of marigolds you got on?
We're gonna take some onions,
No.
roll them in
Oh, no,
there.
come on.
Onions or butter? That looks like butter.
Carved pumpkins for Halloween. You stick candles and
Is that potatoes?
faces on them. You don't cook inside those
Make
things.
a chicken recipe without a whole bunch of already chopped garlic.
Chopped garlic.
Garlic.
Swirl it around.
Let's get our chicken
I
in
feel
the
like you're
pumpkin.
swirling my palate around. No, you don't.
I'm not a fan of this. How is she gonna cook this? Because I'm thinking this is gonna go in an oven.
No! This is scary.
It is scary. I'm thinking that this is gonna go in an oven, and if it goes into an oven, that chicken is not gonna cook right.
Guy,
Little guy? Seriously?
this is gonna be
No.
What?
all the rest of the onions in there.
No, oh, come on.
Potatoes. Take some cinnamon.
Potatoes?
Cinnamon.
Inside the pumpkin. Now we want to take these
Cinnamon
potatoes.
potatoes? What are you
Shove them
thinking?
into the lid of the pumpkin, just like that.
Oh, they put the lid. You're putting it in an oven. No.
Dreadful.
No.
To screw a chicken. Right there.
It's been 2 hours.
Do you know what salmonella is? Because that's how you get salmonella. William Harold, the line must be drawn here. This far, no further. I see your Star Trek First Contact quote, and I appreciate that, sir. Yeah, no, don't ever do this. I don't care if the science actually does work in her favor, which, I mean, typically that would be something I would argue for, like, no, trust the science. Don't do this. This just looks dumb.
2 hours.
Pumpkin out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah, right now I want a GTF. Get
my
the
goodness.
out of it. Okay, show me.
Wow, that smells so
Oh, look
good.
at that. Looks like someone's run it over.
See what it looks like inside.
That looks
What a
terrible.
mess.
That
I'm
chicken,
not. I'm feeling sick.
that chicken is still gonna be raw.
Goodness.
No.
MFG.
2 hours, that chicken is gonna be raw.
Pissed itself. The chicken's wee-weed all over the pumpkin.
That chicken looks terrible.
Oh, come on. No, look at it. Look.
Okay, let's get
That is Halloween salmonella right there. Cheers. No. Medic.
Yeah.
12 of trying to get Gordon Ramsay to criticize my
Day 12 of trying to get Gordon Ramsay to criticize my cooking. Apparently, all you have to do is make a cooking video and just do a terrible job at it. I would love... So, there's been... Since we have started Cinefanatics, there's been about 3 times that I had an idea for a cooking channel that I would love to do still. And I just have not pushed forward on it. And it's not because I got enough on my plate already and I have bad ADD and I just don't want to do it. I would love to do a cooking channel because I feel like even though I don't feel like my skills are good enough, I at least have the knowledge enough to know what you should and shouldn't do. Our kitchen sucks. I hate our kitchen. I cannot. Some of y'all may have seen like older Cinefanatics videos. I'm trying to think what would be a good one. The review for... I can't remember if it was the review for the first Creed. Probably not the first Creed, actually, because I think that came out before we started Cinefanatics. So it may be our review for Creed 2. At that point in Cinefanatics, we were doing like funny like little skits or something before we actually got into the review, because we wanted to do something funny that would grab the audience, make people want to watch the video, and then we would review the movie. Because, I mean, in general, when you're first starting out, nobody knows who you are, so why does anyone care about your opinion of a movie that they saw themselves? When you get enough cred on YouTube, then people start following you. That's why people like Chris Stuckman or Jeremy Johns, Sean Chandler, they have a lot of people that watch their review videos because they've seen all the content they've done and they trust their opinion. Even if they don't agree with them, they at least will hear them out. For Cinefanatics, we're still building up that audience. Behind the scenes, I'll be honest, and I think I've said this before, I have seen more and more views on our review videos, so we are building the audience. People are trusting our opinion. They're coming back to hear what our thoughts, feelings, and opinions are. Forgot where I was going with this. But when you make videos like this, it's kind of hard. Even if you know 100% what you're doing as far as cooking goes, it's hard to start a cooking... Oh, okay, that's what it was. It's hard to start a cooking YouTube video channel and just get people to immediately believe that they should watch you and they trust you and they understand and they come back and watch you again. The number one thing on YouTube is easily what I like to call repeat business. Is they watch a video, they like what you do, they want to watch the next video. Eventually, that's what I would like Cinefanatics to do. But that Creed, I believe it was the review for Creed 2, the little funny skit we did at the beginning, at one point we're in our kitchen, our tiny ass little crappy kitchen. My brother's doing something and I'm sitting there chugging like a glass of eggs and just spit it all out because it was weird. I don't recommend drinking raw eggs, no matter what Sylvester Stallone may have shown in the Rocky movies. You still have a strong chance of salmonella with that. But yeah, because of that tiny, crappy little kitchen, I'm not all in favor of doing a cooking video. There was one house I lived in with my ex that had I have access to that kitchen, I absolutely would have done a cooking channel, because that kitchen was like Food Network worthy.
I'm here. Give you my honest opinion. Day 12. Let's go, big boy.
Okay. Salt, pepper, filet mignon. A little too much oil, but okay. Yeah. Look at the edges. The edges are burnt. Exactly. Why? Why bother?
Oh no, come on. Where's your cast iron pan? That's where the flavor is. Okay, needs to rest a little bit longer. A little bit too pink. Hold on a minute. What's that?
I mean, that's honestly not a bad cook, but
From my granddad's underpants.
that looks terrible.
Oh, Albert, what are you doing?
That was not a bad cook on the inside of the steak, but the outside of the steak, especially on those edges, the corners that were burnt, no.
Got a little fast food on me, kid. What is that?
He's making Thousand Island dressing, Wagyu. He's making Big Macs.
No. Okay, cook them. What is it? Stop it. That's the process of a Wellington.
Yeah, this is a variation of the McDonald's Big Mac, easily.
The golden.
Yep.
What? Stop it. Okay. The golden arches Wellington. Right there.
Yep.
Day 9 of trying to make popular national
Not good. Don't do that. If you want to make a Big Mac, just straight up copy them. I've done that before. I've made a Big Mac homemade, and it was phenomenal. Full disclosure, my first job was at a McDonald's, so I know like how they put together a Big Mac. The special sauce on a Big Mac is basically Thousand Island dressing.
from around the world and today we're stopping by the UK to make their
Fish and chips. All right.
Gordon Ramsay style. The beer batter
Let's
sauce,
go.
lower curry powder, and some
Okay.
beer. I'm using Miller Lite. Absolutely disgusting.
No. If you're going to make a proper fish and chips, and I'm kind of surprised that Gordon's not calling it out, you would. She's using a Michelob Ultra. That is water labeled as beer. I saw someone in the chat earlier was calling out Jake Acavetta and his love for Bud Light. Bud Light is more of a beer than a Michelob Ultra. And I don't mind a Michelob Ultra for a light beer. It's not bad. But if you're wanting to make a beer batter, you don't use Michelob Ultra. Here in Austin, we do have an Irish pub that I absolutely love that always has fresh Guinness on tap and does a phenomenal fish and chips. And their fish is a beer batter, and the beer is Guinness. That is where you would put Guinness into cooking.
Many hours.
You're too young to drink.
Ramsay prefers cod, but my household only had halibut for
No,
the
halibut's too dry and
Cod is good. You use cod.
Give it a good smash.
Do it justice, girl.
Yep.
Batter like
That's a little bit too thick.
Now we add it into the oil, face
Okay,
away from
shallow
it.
fry?
And Ramsay says it needs to be a shallow fry.
Exactly, basic.
Yep.
Well, that is perfect. For our chips,
Crispiness
shallow
on
fry
that.
3 minutes, take them
Large
out,
first,
stick
take
them
them
right
out,
back
turn
in
them in.
until crispy
Love
and
it.
soft.
They look good.
Can we just take them out?
Hannah.
Wrong kind of fish, but otherwise, wrong kind of fish, wrong beer, but she's not bad. That was actually pretty decent.
Oh, that
What the fuck?
Oh my god, you disgusting man. What are you doing, young man?
We'll say that looks like our kitchen. Our kitchen is a little nicer than that, but yeah, inevitably, especially if you don't have people coming over, you probably don't care about your cooktop. It's not high on the priority list. Our cooktop does not look anywhere near as bad as that did, but
Okay. Frying the fish. Cup of tea. Look at the state of that stove. Right
I
there.
don't like what he's doing here.
In the pan.
Why?
Fish.
Why did he put flour on the outside of the fish?
Honestly, when was the last time that freaking thing was cleaned? Come on. I'll stop it.
I don't get what he's doing here.
Okay. What? Is that for your cat? Oh, for God's sake, no. Look at that kitchen. Right there. That is a kitchen nightmare.
I don't know what that was. I have no comment. It was just terrible.
Okay. Oh dear. Where's this going? Okay. You're pounding it. A thigh of turkey. Super, super difficult to cook. Okay.
Yes. A raw turkey thigh, not fun to cook. Kind of like a chicken breast, it can get dry very easily because of how big it is. And yeah.
Let's start up. Okay, take the skin off. You don't need the skin. The skin's going rubbery. It's not even fitting in the pan. What are you doing? Okay, flipping it over. No colour, no flavour. Oh, where's this go? What is that? Okay, right, it's a stuffing. Okay, let's get stuffed. Oh, green beans. Oh no.
Is this supposed to be a Thanksgiving?
What's your dog's name? Where are we going with this thing? No, stop. Oh, for God's sake. The Tower of Pisa cranberry. Where's that going? No, stop it. Really? You gonna bake that thing? Ugh, how ugly is that? What's the content?
That's ugly enough that I'm gonna play Spider-Man after we're done with this.
Now what are you doing? No, stop it. No, you're no. You're
What?
wrapping it in puff pastry.
You're gonna that's gonna be so dry! No!
No. Come on. How dry is that bird gonna be?
Yes!
Oh my God. Ah!
That's gonna be disgustingly dry.
No. Stop. Inside showing. No. Ah! Someone just shat on it.
Someone shat on it.
Juicy turkey. Ah! What the hell? No, stop it. Come on, kid. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you're gonna spatchcock it.
Always blind the turkey. You know it keeps it moist. No, you're not injecting that. No, for God's sake, kid. So
We had to fight an old lady for that cranberry sauce. Alright, Peter Parker.
you can't say that about Kim. No, for God's sake. That's gonna be dry on the outside and raw in the middle. A complete fail, absolutely. What a muppet.
What a muppet.
Butter. What are you trying to do? Kill yourself before Christmas? Kid, it's Thanksgiving, not a crematorium. What are you doing? Oh,
The fuck was that?
understatement. No, kid, you make me feel sick.
First, we're gonna add in our yolk.
I have no idea what happened in that. Now, full disclosure, where we're at right here, the video on the right here, I have seen before. I haven't seen Gordon react to it, but I have seen this video. This is hideous.
Oh no, stop it. Plain Halloween burgers. What the hell are you doing? Oh no, for God's sake, girl. Season it? It needs more than seasoning. Chips? Oh no, you're creating some hair. Oh no, you're gonna... What the hell? Oh no, come on. Oh no, come on. Where's this going? What the hell are you doing? Mashed potatoes? With cream? Chips and cream? Oh, butter! Chips and cream! Girl, you've lost the plot. Where in the hell is this going?
And butter all around.
That's not gonna revive it. Oh, for God's sake, no, come on, seriously. No, you're joking. You are joking. More seasoning? No, you need to try.
This is disgusting.
Let's see if they're turning into mashed potatoes.
Turning into mashed potatoes. What are you doing to me?
So we're just
You
restoring
cannot be
them to their
serious.
natural habitat.
This is nightmare fuel. You're absolutely 100% correct, William Harold.
What
Dry blend cheese.
Look at the
Now we want the cheese
face.
to melt, so we're just gonna
Hi-ya.
for a while.
He said hi, yeah. He's like Uncle Roger over here. Hi, yeah. That is fucking... Look at that. You want nightmare fuel? That's nightmare fuel. That is fucking disgusting. Look how gray that meat patty is. All right? I like horror movies. I like horror movies. I'm okay with people being ripped apart limb from limb, their chest being pulled open, their guts all spilling out. That is fucking disgusting to me. That is the definition of gross.
Gone back to Halloween again.
Now
Oh
let's
no.
take a look.
What? Take a look.
This is ready
No,
to be flipped.
turn away.
It's ready to be flipped. No, fuck you.
Turn away.
Alright, we're going for it.
Oh my.
That's so gross.
Yeah. I feel sick.
Hide our little base.
Look, it's burned.
I'm so
Oh.
So excited.
good. Does this
Trust
look?
me, that burger needs a surgeon.
Ramsey Gordon's in Vegas. It's Gordon Ramsay, Dad. Restaurant. I know what it is. Vegas.
Give your dad a break. God bless him.
Ever been?
Love you, Papa.
Dad, I haven't.
Whatever that was.
Go, big boy. Show me what you got.
So you can prove you're better than Gordon Ramsay. All right, let's see this.
Crack it with one hand, kid. How many times have I showed you? There's shit everywhere. What are you doing?
What?
Tommy, stop playing with your There's shell in there.
There's no egg in that bowl.
For God's sake. Trick. Eggshell. Dude, come on, Tommy.
No!
Oh my goodness me, look at that, what a mess. Really? Baldy? You're 12, I'm 72.
The fuck was that? That was like two British people yelling at each other. There is never, ever any kind of culinary addition to actually using the eggshell in your cooking. If you're going to cook with eggs, always remove the eggshell.
Oh Lord, no, come on. Cutting a sausage, a hot dog, no really? Okay, smart ass, where are you going? Oh, hold on, strips of cheese, no, come on kid, Jesus Christ.
This isn't that bad.
And mid-foy of hot dog.
Gordon's going hard on this. It actually, this looks like, judging by the, I'm gonna go completely based off the tattoos on the hand. I'm gonna guess that this is probably Matty Madison. Which Matty Madison knows what he's doing, and so far, I really haven't seen anything bad in this. We haven't seen the face of who this is, but I'm gonna guess based off of the hand tattoos, it's Matty Madison.
Thank it. Oh, come on, kid. You've got too much time on your hands. Where's this going, young man? A little bit at the end? Okay. So you've lined it with cheese, you've wrapped it in bacon.
Not that I'm familiar with Matty Madison's tattoos, but I just know he has a ton of them.
Come on.
Well, no, that's not Matty Madison.
Seriously, the texture's going to be gross. The cheese will be melting. Oh no, you're trying to glamorize a hot dog. Oh, come on.
This isn't bad, though. I don't know why Gordon's talking shit. This actually isn't that bad.
Please, no squash. Oh, 50 shades of hot dog. Kid, listen to your dad. Stop playing with your sausage.
Yeah, I don't believe that was Matty Madison, for reasons. But that wasn't bad. I don't know why Gordon was throwing a fit. Oh, good lord. Again, you're deep frying your burger in butter?
No, they taste disgusting.
Fucking Takis. I don't know what's up with Takis. I don't get the obsession with Takis.
Inside, not the outside.
No!
Okay, let's go. Okay, is there a sear on the beef? It looks a little bit scrappy. Why so much duxelle? That's not tight enough, kid. The pastry will not stick to your fillet. No, it'll be tighter.
Nope.
Also, it's too long. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so again, this is someone that's trying to impress Gordon Ramsay with their Wellington. I want to pull it back because I kind of want to watch. I didn't quite catch that that's what this guy was doing from the beginning. Please judge my dad's beef Wellington. This is weird.
Okay, let's go. Okay, is there a sear on the beef? It looks a little bit scrappy.
It said the sear on the beef looks a little bit scrappy. Okay. The puff pastry here, just even in this one shot, is not evenly pulled out. I don't have high hopes for this. And then again, remember I was talking about beef Wellington? That duxelle, which is the stuff in between the puff pastry and the Wellington, the tenderloin. You need to have cooked out all the moisture, otherwise you're going to have air bubbles. The fact that the puff pastry doesn't look good does not give me high hopes for someone who knows what they were doing as far as creating a duxelle.
Why so much duxelle? That's not tight enough, kid. The pastry will not stick to your fillet. No, it'll be tighter. Also, it's too long. Oh, Jesus, just burst the pastry now.
There's going to be a significant air gap in this.
Salt. Okay. Oh, come
Oh god, stop copying Salt Bay. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Pastry, you've scored it too deep. Oh, it
Oh, that looks terrible.
bread.
Yeah.
Seriously? It may be pink in the middle.
Look at that gap. Look at the gap that was on the side. That gap that was where the bread was hanging out. No.
Okay, dessert time. Right, where's this going? Melted chocolate.
So we're double boiling chocolate with sugar. Why? What?
Spam. Kid. Spam. No, stop it. Come on, it's Christmas, kid. I know you're lonely.
We started with chocolate, now we're on to spam.
Covered with chocolate. Oh no, stop it. Stop it right there. Young man, honestly, I'm telling Father Christmas to put you in his sack.
No.
Dude, what the hell happened there? Harmon, you look like a...
I do hate spam, by the way. It's just disgusting. There is no way you could ever cook spam that I would enjoy.
Mommy! Oh no, stop it. Stop it. Each finger stuck to the pan, really? Come on, dude, you know better than that. No, seriously?
What's on his fingers?
Father. Oh, guess what? I'll send you some new pans. Hex-clad, because they're non-stick, you donut.
Gordon's always promoting that Hexclad. Alright, well, so that was it for that video. I feel like that was like an adventure. That was an experience. So, I'm gonna take a real quick break. We'll come back and I'm gonna do some Spider-Man. And let's see how often I die. Again, those of y'all watching, donations. This isn't going to me to buy another Hot Toys figure or Mondo or whatever. This isn't helping me buy another steak. I want to help someone that is in need of some help. Donate. Help me help them. Because it's kind of a... I hate this because I can't really... God, good Lord, that's loud. I can't really dive into too much details. But it's someone who needs help. Who deserves that help. And I have to leave it at that, unfortunately. Help me out here. Streamlabs.com/RobertAdams2. No, fuck you, ad. No ad. Don't give them your money. Give this your money. This needs your money. This needs help and support. So yes, please help out. I'm going to take a quick couple of minutes break, and then I will be right back and we'll dive into some Spider-Man. So, see you in a minute.
phone's on silent. I'm worried sick. But you don't give a fuck. And my dad won't mess you up. Gotta take my balls and run. Yeah, yeah. And I won't miss you much. Baby, share playlists to remind us both of good times. Instead of feeling used, cause for you it was just pure fun. So call me back, don't even try to text. Better meet me back for Uber Black. I said I'll pick you up at 8. You probably won't be
Man, it's a good thing I didn't make my channel like parental friendly or whatever, kid friendly, whatever. Whew. I don't give a fuck. Like, this song actually, like, it's copyright free, but this song kind of goes hard. Like, this song is actually pretty decent. That's great. Thank you. So yes. Next stream, I guarantee there will be no more ads in my background music at all. Whether I gotta get like the YouTube Premium or I'm talking. Stop. There you go. So far. Yeah. So next time, no more ads. This is some like Tarantino type music here. I actually kind of like this. This is a good like playlist of music. This sounds like who is it? Like Dick Dale and the Dale Tones. There was, I forgot when it was. I want to say it was like 2004. There was a concert that was in celebration of like the birthday of the Fender Stratocaster. This sounds like the kind of music that would play during that. It was a great, I wish I went to that concert. I didn't have an appreciation for music at that time as much as I do now. But if anyone was to ask me if I could go back in time to any like particular date and time, I would go back to a Pink Floyd concert in their heyday, obviously. But going back to this Fender Stratocaster concert would be a close second. So, let's jump into some Spider-Man though, because I've been wanting to play that for a while. So I will get some Spider-Man up here. Maybe. As soon as it wants to launch. Eventually at some point today. Alright. Let's get... Oh, really? There we go. Continue. The graphics on this just make me smile. Like, I This is gorgeous. No, I'm trying to see your face. Stop turning around, you fuckhead. So we get to see the cityscape here. Is there a refresher on like what the controls are? Because it's been a week. And none of my controls seem to be actually working. Which is great when you're streaming, and yeah. Well, this has been fun playing this Spider-Man game. Thank y'all for watching. Why is he not moving? Press to access the skill tree. I have no idea what that button is. Press tab to access the skill tree. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. There we go.
I'm almost there. Blocks away. Guess I'll just do it myself. No, don't. It's not safe.
Okay.
Gotta love Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it gets him into trouble. Better get there before he hurts himself.
Hold L while in the air to dive. Okay. Why are you posing up a storm here? Can you not climb on that? I was like, you're supposed to climb. Run, dude. No one wants to see you just walk. So my Spider-Man is used to a hearty, brisk jog. He's not in a hurry to do anything. He's just gonna do a nice, rousing run, jogging. Back this way. Alright, so where am I supposed to go? Over here.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's Dr. Octopus. Alright.
Started without me.
The grant committee's director will be here soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
Power damper. Oh, man. Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
I like the graphics on this. Like, yes, there's Uncanny Valley. These are computer-generated people, but not bad.
Are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
Is anyone hurt?
No, it was all my fault.
The energy levels exceeded our expectations. From a certain viewpoint, it's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you, in the next phase.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter. But we'll talk later.
Yeah, the graphics on this look really good.
It was a disaster. How could the damper have failed?
My other job, check on the prosthetic arm.
I have to figure out what went wrong. You are in bad shape, little guy.
Hey, that's no fair. Okay. I was gonna say, the only movements it gives me is to go back and forth like, okay, you're gonna make the masturbating joke, aren't you? Sure.
Let's see what's wrong with you.
What's wrong with you? All you do is masturbate with that arm. Yeah, I haven't played video games in a while. These are gorgeous. Alright. Is that supposed to tell me something?
Circuit burned out. Damn it. If I'd been
The
here
power control for the arm is damaged. Press A to continue. A connection between the green start piece and the orange end piece. Create a connection. Wait, is this a part of the game? Oh, okay. Alright, I get what it's wanting. This seems like a game that you would play like on your cell phone. Okay.
Okay, need to reroute servo control.
Only allow connections from specific directions. Press A to continue. Okay. Okay. That's weird. So that's got to come in there. So that piece... This piece has to be one of these. Wait, what's the difference between... Oh, that's strange. I don't get what the difference on these are possibly going to be, but... So that one has to stay like that. Oh, okay. I see what it's trying to do. Okay. So it's trying to follow the flow. The fuck is this one? That did not work. Oh, good lord. Okay. Now I get what it's wanting to do. Whew.
Nice. Okay, next.
I feel like that took a little bit longer than I probably should have. Guys, y'all gotta give me a break. I'm slow at some of this stuff sometimes. In order to set the power voltage control, you must also meet its charge requirement. Well, let's just not complicate this any more than it needs to be. 1, 2, and 1. Is this like color coordinated? Because I feel like...
Finished.
That was easier than the last one. I don't get why that could have been an issue.
Let's see if that worked. Good as new.
Nope, still trying to jerk people off. No real change here. Oh, okay, it can go up and down. Alright, well, cool.
Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now.
Well, let's go play over here. Lab work. So extremely extraordinary to watch on a live stream.
Doc was testing a new contact material for the prosthetic.
Your goal is to identify the unknown substance by its absorption spectrum. Press A to continue. Use fragments of the unknown substance to try to match up the absorption lines in the spectrum. Okay. I mean, this doesn't look like it would be a match, but okay. I apologize. I was expecting to fight Electro or Scorpion during the stream. Not put chemical compounds together.
Keep looking for other materials.
But apparently this is a part of this game, so be it.
Alright. I should get out of here before I screw things up for Doc even more.
Apparently that's what this game does. Oh. Hey, Spidey, you want to get a new suit? It's looking kind of tattered.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment. He's in the raft.
Oh.
Ah, joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest. Fisk should be honored. It's a steam company.
Can you swing by the precinct? Got an issue that could benefit from your unique skill set.
For you, Yuri? Anything. I'm on my way. Huh. Looks like Jameson's got a new episode out. Wonder what my #1 fan thinks about the Fisk takedown.
This is Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning former publisher of the Daily Bugle. Hey, plug the book. And as always, if you order Mr. Jameson's books, Spider-Man, Threat, or Menace, within 24 hours of our broadcast, you'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge. No personalization, don't ask, not gonna get it.
They've done a good job of at least nailing the J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson sound, because that does sound like J.K. Simmons. It's not him, but it does sound like him.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer? Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
No, I'm a plumber.
Which, as someone who grew up with like the Spider-Man the animated series in the 90s, I feel like it was going to be hard to beat Ed Asner. I feel like Ed Asner was the best sound for J. Jonah Jameson, but J.K. Simmons is phenomenal as well.
Yeah, well, I can get copper pipe without paying kickbacks. So until that gang war starts, I'm on the webhead side.
And you'll be singing a different tune when 3 new mobs are lining up to charge you triple for that same pipe. Or just break your legs. Goodbye!
Someday, Jonah. I'm gonna get you to say something nice about me. Someday.
Did I overshoot it? I overshot it. Okay. Yuri!
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough.
It's a good reason.
Why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? No ball this year anyway. We spend too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Till an hour ago. The system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
Hey, who's watching right now that has played this game before? I know, like, the last time I played this, there were a couple of y'all that said that you've already completed and beat this game.
And you called me? Aw, that's sweet.
I called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled and we have no idea how to fix it.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
You trusted me. Let's take a look at this tower. Input bands have been shifted. Subtle.
Oh, I remember this. The earlier Spider-Man games did this as well. So the problem with this is I don't know how the controls match up, but I remember what the end goal was.
Hey, you gonna finish that?
In a minute. Gotta check something first.
There you go. I've platinumed it. I don't know what that means, William.
Was that you?
Not just a pretty mask, huh?
Whatever you did, any chance you could do it to the other towers?
Sure, but just so
Is
you
that
know,
like
I had to sync
you
up
beat
the
it
tower
like with a
fixes.
certain
I'm
difficulty
seeing all
level?
coordinated in the area now. Looks like there's a break-in happening near me.
Great. I've got units nearby.
Don't bother. I'm on it.
Because I don't have this on the hardest level, but where is his web attached to? Got all the trophies. So I feel like for the most part, because of the open world nature of this game, I may actually be at a point I may be at a point where I could do like some of these side quests just because, I mean, like today's Saturday. The last time I played this game was last Saturday. And I'll be honest, I've kind of forgotten how some of the controls work. And I didn't know that playing video games actually is a skill. Like the way that people who create video games, the way they design them, they are playing into a skill, and I didn't know that that was a skill that you needed to learn or have. Much like the ability to play basketball or go swimming or solitaire or something. So I want to get this game to a point where if I'm not streaming, I want to do, like, if this pertains to the storyline of this game, I want to do it while streaming. So y'all can follow me by remote, by controller, whatever. So y'all can follow me within the progress of the story of this game proceeding. But I want to make sure I understand how to play this game to begin with. Like, for example, I do have the Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City games. And for the most part, I played those a long time ago. I've beaten both of them. So those games, I know what the idea behind the game is. But I just haven't played them in a while, and I would love to play them again. This one I've never played. I'm familiar with the gameplay of this. I understand how it plays, that it's an open world New York City. It's the same way that the movie games on PlayStation were, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, and I love those games. Those were a lot of fun. But like right now it's wanting me to locate crimes in progress. I don't feel like that's necessarily showing me how to connect with the storyline of this. So this may actually be doing what I want it to do. As far as, let me throw a trash can at a random citizen. This is kind of showing me kind of what I would like, is the ability just to do these off-world. Let's go check out New York City. Hey, where does Maxwell and Amber live? I feel like it's within, like, the shot of the bridge there. Might be the wrong bridge, but I might need to reach out to him like, hey, where exactly do y'all live so I can get a good Spider-Man shot without actually, like, doxing them on a stream. This is pretty cool, though. I've never been to New York City. I would love to go, but this is about as close as it gets to me visiting New York City. In fact, I don't know. Is there... Okay, so there is a map here. I'm wondering how this exactly works, because I would love to look up... I would love to look up a map and see exactly where... For example, a YouTuber who I really like, Casey Neistat, is a major YouTuber. Would it be possible to swing over to where Casey Neistat's offices are at and go see them within the confines of this game? Let me see if I can find that. Because, like, I want to proceed with the storyline of this game when I have the controls more down. When I have those basically down pat. I know he's at Broadway. This isn't doxing him because he's already... .368 Broadway. He's already pretty much put out in the open where he's at. Okay, so I need to go there. Is there a way of making this map even bigger? I believe this might be what I was trying to do. Well, that's weird. So, I want to go... I basically want to go down here. Can I notate the map and say, hey, here's where I want to get to? I feel like that's not the way. You are leaving the mission. I'm not trying to do a mission right now. I'm trying to figure out how to control. Abandoning a mission will result in losing all mission progress. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine with that for right now. Abandon the mission. Oh, really? It doesn't allow you to do that? Oh, good Lord. Yeah, see, for example, this is why I want to be able to do this outside of a stream, because I want to be able to learn my way around this city, or the controls, how they work, without people falling asleep that I'm just running. we at? Okay, so I'm looking for my custom waypoint, which... I don't know if this is necessarily showing. Okay, so it shows I should be pretty close to it. Why is this not turning? I do not get why... There we go. Why the controls sometimes work and then they sometimes don't.
You okay?
Okay, so I need to be like here. Oh, okay. No, I get what this is doing. Okay.
My bad.
Where is this? We're at Morrison, Washington. Oh, really? You want to fight? Come on, bruh. I'll do it.
I better be more careful with my adoring public.
Fisk thugs will attack Spider-Man on sight. Okay. So we're at, what? Washington and Morris. So where is Washington and Morris in this? I'm trying to use like real world maps to try to figure out exactly where I'm at. Without actually having visited here. I don't know where Washington and Morris is. No, that's... Oof. This is not... Google is not helping me out here, y'all. Alright. Let's try something new. So I'm not going to rule out the possibility that I'm looking at these street signs, like this one says Washington and Albany. I'm not going to rule out the fact that Washington and Albany may not actually be real street names. Just saying. It is possible. So this may be more set in a fictional New York than I was thinking. I feel like we should climb a tall building, though, to figure that out. Let's climb a tall building and figure out exactly where we're at. That was not what I wanted it to do. He doesn't climb this in any fast way. The fuck is he doing? The Spider-Man's on drugs. No. You know what I miss? While we wait for Spider-Man to crawl up the side of this building at a snail's pace, what I miss is the Nintendo Entertainment System that had like the directional pad and then A and B, and that was it. That was your only buttons. This has a directional pad, 2 joy pads, 4 regular buttons, and then you have the 2 buttons on top, and any combination of their 4 buttons could cause a different perspective. Yeah, the Roxxon building is not really a real building, so... Alright, so there's Liberty Island. Yeah, I don't know where we're exactly at here. We are closer to the ocean than I was thinking. So there's a random island. So there's Liberty Island. There's Ellis Island. So that's Governor's Island right there. Okay. So as far as trying to learn my way around New York, so what is this main road that's right here? That might be the road I'm looking for. So that's Liberty and Broadway. It is Broadway. That is exactly what I was looking for, was Broadway. Alright. Let's take a chill pill real quick. Where is Liberty and Broadway? Broadway is a real street. Is Liberty a real street as well? Yes, it is. Liberty and Broadway. Alright. Now I know where I'm at. Cool. Now that I know where I'm at, swing a web. Jump and swing. There we go.
Can't forget to meet Yuri in Chinatown.
Alright, let's see what intersection this is. Houston and Broadway. We are at... I love the fact that I'm like almost standing out like in the middle of the street while doing this. I don't know where Houston is. I don't see Houston on a map. Let's go up a street and see what we have here. What is this first? First Street. First Street and Broadway. So the problem with this is I don't know how well this relates to real life. Oh, there's Houston. Okay. Got it. I overshot it. I overshot where I was wanting to go. Actually, I bet it was right there. This looks familiar. Prince and Broadway. Oh, it's not telling me. Kenmare. Grand. Okay, so Grand and Broadway. That's definitely... Get a picture of Spider-Man! There's Grand. Okay, so I need to go further down south. Still haven't hit it yet. Let's see what intersection this is. Reed and Broadway. I overshot. Okay, cool. We are narrowing it down, y'all. Canal? That's Canal and Broadway. Okay. I know I saw Canal on here. Oh, okay. I get this. So now we overshot that again. So this is not an accurate portrayal of New York, is what I'm learning. Worth Street. Okay. So there you go. So between Worth and Canal is where, if y'all are familiar with YouTuber Casey Neistat, his offices are is on Broadway between Worth and Canal, which would be somewhere in here. That's what, Franklin? Yeah, okay. So Franklin is on one side of it. So his offices should be like right here. Okay, so what I'm learning, yeah, Franklin and Canal. So realistically, there's 2 blocks between Franklin and Canal in real life. You got Franklin, White, Walker, and Canal. Casey Neistat's offices are between Franklin and White. So, this is not an accurate portrayal of New York, is what I'm learning. That being said, this still looks like a fun game and I would love to play it. That's just the YouTuber in me. I was wanting to learn and know exactly how this game worked. And now I know. It does not work in reality. Yeah, sure, some icons of New York are probably in here. Like, the World Trade Center 1 is probably in here, but press L to perch on a ledge. That's it? Just to crouch on a ledge? Okay. Okay. So I've reached a point in this game where you can't save. So you have to progress with the story before it will allow you to save again. Well, let's just go ahead and knock that out because I want to save this game for tonight. This is still pretty cool looking, though. Alright, well, here's where we end. Can't do anything. Can't get past this corner. Why can he not? Guys, I suck at video games. I'm just gonna say it. I do want to play this video game. This looks very interesting to me, but
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
didn't we do this already?
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? No ball this year anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Till an hour ago. The system
Good,
every time.
good lord. So this is the same
Sabotage the central server, and now all the
thing we saw earlier. Y'all got any questions? Like, how do I like my tacos? How do I sleep at night? By the way, guys, okay, real quick, while they're replaying the same shit we already heard, I'll let y'all in, like, to a little insight. My bed that's right behind me, see these purple sheets? I got Sheets and Giggles. You ever watch a YouTube video where they're advertising Sheets and Giggles as far as like a promotional thing? I got those because I love my sleep and I'm trying to redo how exactly I sleep. I want my bed to be my throne because I love sleep so much. Just being able to shut off the rest of the world and pass out for a while, I absolutely love that. And I'm going to be the type of person that... Oh, I got to do this crap again. Okay. I'm going to be the type of person that as YouTube grows, if I ever get to the point where I get sponsors, I want... I will only do sponsors if it's products that I feel like I fully believe in. Dude, that wave, I'm matching, there you go. So, like, you might watch YouTube videos where, like, we're sponsored by Sheets and Giggles, or whatever the fresh thing, or Raycon, or whatever. I will never have a sponsor for any kind of advertisement that I don't believe in. So, I got Sheets and Giggles because eucalyptus bed sheets were recommended to me, and this was the first thing I thought of because of YouTube. But I'm not going to give a positive review until I have a good, thorough examination of how well their bed sheets are. So, I did get Sheets and Giggles. So far, so good. I've slept on them for 2 nights already. Not bad. They're very soft. They're much softer than cotton, but I'm not going to allow them to sponsor me or anything until I give them a thorough check. Not that I'm thinking we're going to get any kind of sponsors anytime soon. I'm trying to return to the mission. You won't let me save unless I do a mission. I mean, Garth, I'm having fun. I'm just trying to get the layout of the land, basically. I feel like if you, in these kinds of video games, like, I'm used to the older Mario where you don't have any choice. You have to move forward. If you want to beat the game, Bill Burr loses sponsors because he makes fun of their products. Sure. And if the products suck, then I don't want to be sponsoring them. And that might be a thing. I see... I mean, I'm going to call it out. I'll be honest. I'm a big fan of the YouTube channel Dead Meat. I love their kill count videos. I watch them religiously. I fall asleep to them at night. I love Dead Meat. They have sponsored videos by Raycon, for example, constantly. And they advertise as well as Raycon does, that their earbuds are fantastic, that they do a great job. I've never had Raycon earbuds, so I don't know how good they are. If Cinefanatics was to reach a certain level of subscribers and Raycon was to reach out to say, hey, we would love to sponsor your videos, all you have to do is advertise our product. Me personally, being a human being that has seen the breadth of how people interact with YouTube and social media and whatnot, I can't fall asleep unless I have Demi. I mean, almost. They released their kill count for 28 days later last night, and I fell asleep watching their kill count of 28 days later, and it was phenomenal. I love it. 28 Days Later is a good movie, and I love James A. Janice's assessment of it. I will always speak highly of the praise of Dead Meat. They have very good content. They are doing exactly what I would love our YouTube channel to do. But they do have videos where they're sponsored by Raycon, and Raycon sells at like half the price of, like, say, Apple earbuds with the same kind of qualifications. They're sitting there saying that they're basically just as good as Apple AirBuds Pro. And I'm the realistic human being in me. I'm like, are they? Now, granted, I've had Apple, whatever. I think I have them, like, right here. Whatever. I've had Apple AirBuds Pro, and they failed on me. I will never, ever recommend those AirPods to anyone. I love Apple products. I have an iMac. I have tons of Apple stuff all over the place. They work great, but the Apple earbuds are terrible. I will never recommend those. But here's the thing. I have 3 people watching me right now. And again, one of those 3 is me logged into my own stream. So I've got 2 people watching me. That doesn't matter to Apple. If I sit here and say that Apple products are a piece of crap, they don't care, because I'm not reaching enough people for it to matter. When we get to a certain point where the people who are subscribed or watching actually matter, I will always, I'm going to put this line in the sand right now, and you will always be able to trust me on this. I will never have a product be sponsored, whether it's Raycon or Sheets and Giggles or whatever. I will never have a product be sponsored by our channel that I don't actually think is good. And I'm not saying that Dead Meat is getting paid by Raycon to say that they're good when they're actually not. I'm listening on AirPods right now. Sorry, dude. The AirPods that I have physically owned, I've had like 2 pairs, and both of them have crapped out in exactly the same way. And I'm not a fan of them. But yeah, I will always 100%, I will test the products before I will allow them. Even if they want to give me thousands of dollars, I don't care. I value my name more than they do. And I will never let someone like, say, Raycon, Sheets of Giggles, or whatever. So Dan Merle and others had to drop them as sponsors and apologists. Oh, okay. Lawyers and others found out it's not true at all. You're just giving them money, but no title and possibility. So I guess what you're saying. So as far as I understand, like, say, Raycon is a major earbuds. Oh, okay. Many people we know, including Dan Merle, was sponsored by those Lords and Ladies Deeds people. where you pay for a plot of land in Scotland and become a lord. What? They are con lawyers and other. Okay. That's insane. I haven't heard of that one before. Raycon is the one that I see a lot. So Raycon creates earbuds. They call them their everyday earbuds. They say that they're phenomenal. They work great. As long as the same thing that anyone else says. Again, Sheets and Giggles. They say they're the best bed sheets. They're eucalyptus. They help you keep cool at night and whatnot. I will give you this. I've slept on Sheets and Giggles for 2 nights now. Those sheets are soft as hell. And I did, so I got them. I washed them. I dried them right off the bat before I slept on them. Gave them a wash and dry just to make sure they were good. I've slept on them 2 nights now and they are super soft. They are much softer than the generic cotton sheets that I had before. I'm not 100% wanting to sign off on them yet. I feel like there's still a couple of things I want to try to make sure that they're good before I actually would say like, oh yeah, Sheets and Giggles, you can sponsor one of our YouTube videos and I would be proud to allow you to sponsor us. You want to give us thousands of dollars? Cool. I want to make sure that you have a good product because that's my name on the line. So I'm sitting here playing the YouTube game before it even actually matters whether or not I know how to play the YouTube game. If we ever get to the point where we have sponsors, where it's whether it's like HelloFresh or Raycon or Sheets and Giggles, I will have tested it to my standards. And I will give the approval on that. I want to hang out here. Holy crap, look at that grill. Oh, I want that. How do I get that? I want that layout. That is a fantastic. Look at that grill and then look at the seats and chairs and this I want. With that kind of a view? Fuck yeah. That's gorgeous. Okay, apparently, so Austin, Texas, I'm in the wrong city. I want this. This is where I would be happy. Q Manscaped sponsorship. Yeah, sure. So I would say, okay, here's the thing. Manscaped is a good one. Not to get too personal with y'all, but I mean, there's other electric razors, body grooming devices that you can also use in the shower to trim things that have worked perfectly fine. I don't understand what the big deal with Manscaped is. Manscaped is playing... Like, I'll stop playing the game for a second for this. Manscaped is playing into an idea that, say, Philips Norelco. Philips Norelco makes good electric razors. But they don't advertise themselves as being... They don't ever... Let's get serious with this. They don't advertise themselves as being a razor that you necessarily would use on your man parts. And for someone like me, I am a person... Good Lord, I'm going to share too much here. I am a person that likes to keep clean everywhere. I am OCD about being clean. I know my hair looks like shit right now, and absolutely 100% yes, I need a haircut. Because this looks greasy and nasty as hell. I hate it. I like looking like I'm clean, I'm fresh everywhere. even though on stream on YouTube, you're not seeing anything beyond here down. For the most part. I am very judgmental. I very much like to make sure everything is good. And Manscaped just has not proven that they're capable of doing better than like a normal Philips Norelco razor blade. So, I will tell you flat out, I would not accept any kind of sponsorship from them. I don't care how much money they're throwing at me. My name is more important than theirs. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh, so clean, so fresh, so clean, clean. Yeah, you can't throw Outkast at me. I was a fan of Outkast before everyone else knew who Outkast was. I loved ATLians. I'm gonna go ahead and call it on this game for tonight. Because I don't know how to get back to a point where I can save. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to string anyone along here. I need to know how to play that video game better. So within the course of like at least the next week, maybe next Saturday I'll stream again. And within the course of the next week, I'm going to learn how to do every movement in that game. Because I can't go a week without playing that game and remember how the controls work. Because otherwise this is just going to be boring and no one wants to watch it. So I'm trying to create content that people want to see, want to watch. So yeah, that's going to do it. I'm going to call it for tonight because it's almost 12:30 my time and I want to eat some food, get to doing something else. So, yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being a part of this stream. I very much appreciate all of that. Let's go ahead and throw some music back on as I end this. Speaking of which, Alex Damon brought the ATLien shirt because of he lives in Atlanta and it looks like Star Wars stuff. Molly had to tell him it was out. Yeah, I am a person, like, I will draw the line as far as Outkast goes. I draw the line at... Shut up. Stupid ads. I draw the line at when they became popular. ATLians, I love that song. But beyond, what was, I forgot what their next album. Their next album was the one that had, I think the next album had Rosa Parks on it. Aha, hush that fuss. Everybody move to the back of the bus. I love that. That was good. Damn it, I cannot remember off the top of my head right now. By the time they hit So Fresh and So Clean is where I was dropping off. I will be honest, I absolutely hate Hey Ya. Unless it's a cover. I have heard covers for Hey Ya that were really good. Especially, there was one that was used in Scrubs where Ted sang Hey Ya in an episode, and that was phenomenal. I love that. But the Outkast version of Hey Ya, I can't stand. So Fresh and So Clean is like my line that I cut it off. If it came before that, then it was good. Anything after that, I'm like, eh. Anyways, that's my interaction with Outkast. After that, Outkast became too popular, too mainstream. I just don't like their sound anymore. I love that Polaroid came out and said, actually, don't shake your Polaroid, it doesn't help. Yeah, that whole thing of shaking the Polaroid picture, that doesn't do anything, actually. It's kind of like the blowing into your Nintendo cartridge didn't actually do anything, but what's weird about that is 9 times out of 10, your Nintendo game would work after blowing in it, so you are led to believe that blowing in it did actually help. It's weird. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It's just a complete coincidence that your game would work after blowing in it, but blowing in it in a Nintendo cartridge actually didn't do anything. Which, I will say I'm guilty of the... I've blown into a Nintendo cartridge thinking that it would work, and then knowing that it doesn't. So, anyways, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for hanging out. I still feel like this is weird because I don't normally want to live stream my everyday normal going-ons. But I mean, apparently this is the way the world works nowadays. And I have thoughts, feelings, and opinions that I would like to share. And those of you who follow me, I feel like y'all are people who want to hear them. So I share them with you. And then I play games because that's what everyone else does on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. So I will see y'all later. I don't know when I'm going to stream again. Probably next Saturday would be the safe bet. Just because I got so much we got to do in the middle of the week. My new schedule for work, I didn't even touch upon this. I am all kinds of fucked up by my new schedule. I have no idea like what day it is, what time it is. My grasp on reality is completely thrown off because of my new work schedule right now. That being said, if you are someone who also follows us on Cinefanatics, there's no podcast coming out this Tuesday. I don't know when I'm going to be able to film that again, just because my schedule right now is so beyond what I'm used to. I would love to get to that. I want to do it again because I love talking movies, but stay tuned, that will be happening again. I love what that has done so far for our channel. I like that you'll watch the videos later and be like, I shared that with them. Sure. There's just, right now I am so super stressed out over everything. Even doing I love the fact that y'all watch, but like even setting aside time to stream is stressful to me. I'll be honest, a lot of this just eats at me. So yeah, I probably won't stream again until Saturday, and I hope I'm in a better mindset. It's mostly because of my work. First and foremost, I don't ever want to put the pressure on people who choose to watch me. I'm grateful for every single one of you. It's more of my work right now. Just the random change in schedules is just eating at me, and I need a set schedule. I am bad ADHD. I need stuff to be set in a certain way, and this is weird. So thank you for watching me. Thank you for following me. I absolutely appreciate. I would have loved if someone donated. Absolutely would have loved that donation. By the way, streamlabs.com/RobertAdams2 is still available even if I'm not streaming. If you would like to donate to people who need money, feel free to drop a donation in there. Even if you're watching this later for some reason, drop a donation, let me know. Put it in the comments of that. Hey, we want to donate to people who need it. Please feel free to do that. Otherwise, yeah, I will see y'all later. I'm gonna go rest on my sheets and giggles. Hopefully they're still good on the third night. We'll see. Otherwise. Oh, Garth, moving month, I completely understand. Please do not feel bad about that. Moving is not fun. I completely understand how that is. Just, that's fine. But yeah, just being here, liking, commenting, subscribing, I appreciate all of those YouTube things. I will probably be back doing this next Saturday. Otherwise, make sure you tune in to Cinefanatics. Follow the Cinefanatics at YouTube. Let me get back into my Cinefanatics realm here. Follow Cinefanatics on social media at CinefanaticsMLP on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me personally at youtube.com/@RobertAdamsMLP. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at RobertAdamsMLP. Otherwise, I will see y'all later for another stream. Good night.